Mike, you always start.
I thought you were gonna go.
You always start.
No.
All
Welcome,
right, I'll
Billy.
start. I'll start. My fault. My bad. My bad. Are we restarting or just go?
Just roll it.
Uh, what's up, everybody? We're on our week 5 podcast with special guests and highest score of the week, Billy. Uh, it was a it was a weird week for everybody, but Billy came out as the dominant team of the week, and we're happy to be joined by him and Eric, of course, Mr. Commish in the other corner. So yeah, I hope you have a good podcast and get to the point.
Yeah, going over our score recaps from last week. Myself in a battle for first place takes over Mario Pierulli, 141 to 96. I don't know how the tiebreaker works. If head to head comes with 4 points scored, we'll have to figure that out. But we're both 4-1. Uh, Joey beats Eric 139, 125. Matt beats Joe Blaney in the matchup of the week, 167, 162. Team Bot in the battle for the number one overall pick beats Jason 95, 91. And the top high scorer, Billy, beats Anthony 193, 104.
Yeah, stressful week. Well, now we got our commissioner. Let's talk power rankings. Highly anticipated power rankings. Let's hear 'em.
Guys, it is very highly anticipated. A lot of questions going into this power rankings, and I put a lot of time and effort to think about it, and you guys are about to hear it. So, number 10, the dreaded number 10 is SHIT, Jason Vitale, in at number 10. I mean, there's not a lot to say about this team. Nick Chubb goes down. He if my shit will load, wait. He He has Commanders defense put up -5. Horrible start to the weekend. That's not what you want to set the tone with. I mean, DK Metcalf had a bye, but he's constantly a first half player. Jalen Waddle has been trash this year so far. Devontae Smith put up a point. Madison's mid. Pacheco is a bright spot on the team, and Lamar Jackson just continues to suck. I mean, I don't really know what to say. He's got to make a move, and I feel like he will. And we may hear more about that later, but he's got Kelsey. Hopefully, he could break up with Taylor Swift, so he could change the way his season will go. But Jason's coming in at 10, and we hope to see that change soon. In at number 9, we got the winner of the toilet bowl. We have Team Bot. He also didn't crack 100 points, so it's hard to say he even deserves the win. But he had a Derrick Henry who continues to suck. Jonathan Taylor, didn't really play this week. Debo Samuel, another down week. Hunter Henry, starting tight end. I mean, I don't know. Mahomes hasn't been the MVP like he should be, and I mean, he's got no one. I mean, I don't see how he wins another game rest of the season. I hate to be that guy, but that's what I think. In at number 8, we have Antoine Anthony. He did face Billy this week, our high score with 193. But, Justin Jefferson gonna go on IR. That's a terrible break for Anthony. Dak Prescott's been terrible. Alvin Kamara is a bright spot. Damian Pierce RB2. He's consistently terrible. Adam Thielen, another bright spot. George Kittle, 3 touchdowns, 3 catches. But, besides for that, I mean,
Been
I
inconsistent
don't
all
I don't
year.
see a lot where his team could do good going forward. And I hope he could start doing good, but I don't know, it's hard to see it. Number 7, we have myself. I did verse Jamar Chase, who put up 53 points this week, and I also verse Burrow. So the stack that put up nearly 90 points together. I mean, I did score 125, still pretty bad. I mean, I can't find that big week, but I do have Eckler coming back. It does hurt to see myself lose that way, but I think I will research going forward, and I think I will climb up the rankings in the next few weeks with the pretty weak schedule going forward. Number 6, I mean, this is This is a tough week. I got number 6. I got Joey. I said he scored 140, and he had Chase put up 53. I mean, he did have Aaron Jones put up 0, but that really didn't matter because he already won. But I mean, he had really no one else to put in for Aaron Jones, even if Aaron Jones would have been hurt. He did struggle mightily besides the fact that Jamar and Burrow scored 90 combined. And he does have a good trio. CeeDee Lambs has been picking it up. Amon Ra was also out this week. But, it's I don't really know how to say it. It's really hard to, pick these rankings this week because, there's a lot of hot teams in this league. Number 5, we got Mario. Dropping from number 1 last week, his team continues to struggle. And, I mean, he's got Ramondre Stevenson and Saquon Barkley. The running backs are the 2 worst offenses in the league. He did have no Herbert, no Keenan this week, but, I mean, that's his whole team basically. So he barely scored 100, I think. And I think he's got big trouble going forward. And, I mean, he is 4-1, but, I mean, he doesn't have the strongest team. Number 4, I mean, I don't want to seem disrespectful, but, the top 3 went crazy. So I got Mike. With the
Okay.
win over Mario, the first place team, he will jump up a few spots, but it's just hard to move him all the way up the top when 3 ahead of him, put up amazing points. And, I mean, Mike does have a good team going forward. 4-1 also, like Mario, tied for first or is in first. I don't really know. But, the record doesn't really mean everything right now, just his team is very good. It's hard to compete with the top 3 right now.
I agree with that 100%.
Number 3, we got Blaney, the loser of the shootout of the year. Him and Matt went at it, and Blaney has continued to light it up. I mean, he's got a top 3 team currently. I mean, he's got Cup, who continues to get the ball every fucking play. It's
Puka is
ridiculous.
better. Puka is better.
Travis Etienne scored 38. Montgomery's a touchdown machine. I mean, he's got CJ Stroud and Nico Collins, who had a down week, and he still somehow scored 162. AJ Brown, a beast. Hawkinson gonna have increased stock with Jettis going out for a while. I mean, he did lose Connor to IR, but he's got pieces to replace him, even though he didn't start him last week. But Blaney's got a very strong team going forward. I was wrong in the beginning of the season. Number 8, not number 8, sorry. Number 2, we got a high scorer, Billy Davella, who joins us today. He had an absolute fire week with Zach Moss and Tajay Spears combining for 50 points as his starting running backs. 2 backups going into the week at least. I mean, they both played very good games. He scored 193. DJ Moore put up 50. Tyreek burned the Giants badly. And, Tua hit him. And, I mean, Billy's team, he does have some question marks going forward at RB with his not bad trades, but looking to be bad trades right now with Matt. Not the first one, but he did give a Brees Hall for like no one basically. But that was a good trade, trading H-Chan before he went down, even though H-Chan is a beast. But Billy's in at number 2, and number 1 we got Matt Casey. I mean, this team is overpowered. He's got one of the craziest trios we've ever seen with Diggs, Allen, and CMC. Josh Allen is currently QB1. CMC currently RB1. Diggs currently wide receiver 2. Safe to say those trades benefited him big time with Billy. He does have Brees Hall now, who did have a breakout game. I don't know if he's going to be scoring 30 every week, but
Yeah.
He's got Olave. He's got Goddard, who went crazy this week. He's got the Bills defense, who is the top 3 defense. I mean, his bench is a little weak. He does have Rashad White and Miles Sanders, but he does have Jacoby Myers too, actually, who's been very solid this year. But it's hard to not put Matt at 1 right now, even though he is 3-2, not 4-1 like 2 other teams. But I mean, he's got the most points by a wide margin, and he's definitely got the best team right now.
The one thing that worries me about Matt is the inconsistency of some of his players. Besides Diggs, Jacobs, McCaffrey, and Allen, all what you're getting from them. If Olave doesn't catch a touchdown, you're looking at 3 points from him. Goddard has a game where he scores 25, and then another game where he scores 0, 4, which coming down in a playoff game, if you get one of those games out of him, it's not going to be good. Brees Hall, same thing, monster game. Week 1, he had 15 points, but the weeks in between, not even a point, not 3 points, and then 9 points. I do agree with your ranking of him at 1, just something to look out for with him. We all on mute. What's going on here?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. Now we're good.
Yeah, I was saying what Commissioner said and my host right here. Two good points to talk about. But him at number 1, I feel like is his just on paper. Like you look at the names, it's just scary. You know, Team Matt / Billy, whatever you want to call it. Great team.
Packers.
Billy, are you at Matt's house?
No, I'm at my house.
Oh, kind of
He's
looks
in
like
his
Matt's.
backyard.
Yeah, I'm at my house.
Well, thank you for joining us. We got a few questions for you, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So we know everyone knows DJ Moore had a great week. Amazing week. We also saw, even though you didn't start him, but we saw Justin Fields on the bench also have a great week. So how does that Bears duo on your team, like, how does that feel?
It feels good. I mean, there's gonna be weeks where I don't start Fields. I mean, I have Tua, so I mean, my QB options here are really not an issue. I like having that necessary backup, in my opinion, or that option. It comes in handy. So
Yeah, well said.
Yeah.
what else you got?
Next thing for you, I mean, the backup running back strategy. Not sure I understand. I understand Zach Moss because he's just been good all year. But what was Spears? What was the thought process on him? Did you have some inside information that Derrick Henry is going to have a bad game? And
All right.
do we have to go
So
under investigation?
Let's take a look at my running backs, right? Just to answer this question, we have Kent Walker, we have Zach Moss, Gibbs, we have Antonio Gibson, and we have Tajay Spears. Gibbs had already played. Kenneth Walker was on a bye. Jahmyr Gibbs was out. I had
So you
zero
were
running
banking on
backs
Spears.
to put in, except for Zach Moss. I put Zach Moss in, and I had to go to the waiver wire, and I had to pick up someone.
Okay.
And just say I got lucky with Tajay Spears. I don't know if he's gonna be on my team after in the middle of this week or not, but he really came in clutch for me this week, and I'm very happy I picked him up.
Fair enough.
So that leads to another question. Going into the week, did you have high expectations of being the highest scorer? How about your matchup? Seems like running backs were a little low, but you really clutched up as a GM, picked up a solid back, and it worked out for you.
I mean, going into this week, I just wanted to win. I'm never focused being the highest scorer, but I thought I had a shot at winning. I mean, I was facing Anthony. Not a how do I word this without being disrespectful? Not a top team, right? And I wanted to make sure I had the win. I wanted to make sure I had people to slot in, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't want to let a win slip through my hands just because of one running back.
You have something that's I don't know if I've ever seen. I can't remember the last time I saw it. You have a double stack. You have Moore, you have Fields. We talked about them. You have Tua and you have Tyreek. That gives you a stack option every single week.
Yeah.
Was that designed by you?
Honestly, it wasn't. But when I saw the trade come up, when I saw Mario was very interested in A-Chain, I was very compelled on DJ Moore on what he offered. I got him up to do Moore and Moss. I forget. I think that was his offer actually. And I was like, you know what? I mean, I'll accept that. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen with Ichi. I don't know if it was just a week or two that he was doing good, but um, it came to really work out well for me, and now I do have a double stack, and we'll see if they move or not.
I was criticizing that trade when it happened. I thought Jonathan Taylor's coming back. He's going to make an immediate impact. It's the end of Zach Moss. No, 2 touchdowns, over 150 yards. Just a great trade by you. Almost 200 all-purpose yards.
Trust me, there will be more moves though soon to come. I think.
The trades
Well-
from you this year have been pretty special.
Yeah, bring us to our next point. They have been questionable trades. It has been working out for you relatively. I don't know about the Brees Hall one, but
If I can, I'll make a comment on it.
is it gonna? I feel like is it gonna catch up to you? Are you worried? Are you happy with your team? What's
So I'll go trade by trade here. The first trade with the Walker and Jacobs and Brown. I mean, Brown's a consistent player this year for me. He's dropping 16, 17 a week. Not bad. There's weeks I start him, there's weeks I bench him. It is what it is. Walker's been special. I mean, I think that we both got a good bargain for that trade, although Josh Jacobs hasn't been performing to the standard, I guess. Right?
The last couple of
Um,
weeks he has been. He really clutched
yeah,
up.
no, he has. He's been picking it up.
He clutched up for Matt this week with a couple of late points, getting him a win.
He's been picking it up. Don't get me wrong. And then the Moss trade and I mean, that says for itself. I mean, I got 50 points from DJ Moore and 34 from Zach Moss. More trades will come with that. The Brees Hall trade. I want to talk about this for like 2 minutes. I still stand by that trade because I believe this is going to be one of Brees Hall's best weeks. I believe that he will not have another high performing week unless it's against someone possibly like the Raiders. I mean, I don't see him really managing it, especially with Vera Tucker now on the IR with its one Achilles. That O line just its stock dropped a lot with that. And yeah, I mean, we're gonna see what happens with that.
All right.
well, thank you for your time. I mean, you're more than welcome to stay with us, but thank you for answering the questions in a very professional manner. Before we get to the disappointments and ballers, I want to finally put my trade that I've been waiting for the past day to do. I don't know where Matt Casey is, but
Yeah, I was talking with him about this last night.
yeah, a trade will happen right now. I mean, I'll accept it on the call with you. I am sending Jordan Addison and Jalen Waddle to the number 1 ranked team for Chris Olave and Rashad White. I feel like it's a move that helps us both. I get a running back that
Love to hear it. Love to hear it.
an RB1.
Jack.
Yeah, I feel like even what Eric said last night, if you didn't hear, but even like if I lose a trade or whatever, it's just new faces on the new team. It's just change is good.
No, hear you.
These guys don't know that they're all playing for a team, but they know. They know. So, I'm excited for this trade to go through and see my new look team.
All right.
Move. I like it.
I like the move. Just, yeah, a little change of scenery, even though the players don't really know. Just a good thing to have. So, speaking of guys who might need a little bit of a change of scenery, let's get into our disappointments of the week. Trade was just accepted. But yeah, week 4 disappointments. Start us off. Some guys from my team, Tony Pollard and Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah. I'll speak on this. I just think it was a very one-sided game. Guys couldn't really perform how they want to.
Yeah.
However, Tony Pollard has been going down.
He's been on the decline recently.
Yeah.
I still believe in him though.
I just feel like I don't.
Cowboy stock is getting low.
Yeah. I feel like, but they are a good team. They are a good team, but it looks like when they play other good teams, it's a very different story. You know what I'm
Or the
saying?
Cardinals.
Yeah. I just
But yeah, there were some trade talks for Pollard. I decided to shut those down for this week because they have an upcoming schedule against the Chargers this week, which is a bad defense, just a really flat out bad defense. If Pollard can't do it against them, I don't see where he's going to do it. He might just come in inconsistent back and might be moved to the bench, traded. But yeah, from that game as a whole, Cowboys had to pass the ball, couldn't run it because they were down. 49ers were up big, wanted to run the ball, took out their starters. If the games are closer, if it was a closer game, Pollard gets more carries, gets more yards, gets more touches. Same thing with Ayuk. I feel like both of them should still be okay for now.
yeah, I wouldn't be worried. I feel like we gotta move a little quicker. I feel like we've been taking a lot of time.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go. Jordan Love, really bad Monday Night Football match.
Terrible.
In the time I needed him most, I feel like he just was missing the throws. I'm not gonna put it all on him though. Courtland Sutton, honestly, I really don't really know much about him. If you guys have anything to say.
Yeah, all I know is Sauce Gardner strapped him up. I said sit Cortland Sutton last week. Mario said, "You think I'm gonna sit Cortland Sutton?" And he should have sat Cortland Sutton.
Oh. Matt Breida, can't really expect much out of him it's a bad running back on a bad offense.
So a lot of people thought he was going to take a spot of Saquon, who's just a different breed. He's just a different running back. He's way better than Matt Breida. I know a lot of people started him expecting at least a decent game. They didn't get that.
Yeah, Najee Harris doesn't even seem like he's the RB1 on the team anymore.
Yeah, that guy decided to end my season a couple years ago and then fall off the face of the earth completely.
Yeah, he did it. He did it to himself. He really did it to himself. Kyron Williams didn't really do much.
James Cook, negative yards. Not sure what the hell was going on there.
Sit of the week right there. Sit of the week.
Yeah. I mean, you got a lot of names up on this list, but like Devontae Smith, Lamar Jackson. Trust me, I know that they did bad. CMC had a bad week, 13 points. That's not CMC numbers.
But again, that's like the same thing that happened with Brandon Ayuk. They took the starters out of the game,
Yep.
which
Dak
wouldn't-
Prescott with the turnovers got to cut out. You know, there's times you chase and then there's like it's just like you got to chase in a good football way. Does that make sense?
let's get into the ballers.
Yeah. Take it away.
Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp, the Rams offense is here. We have a matchup between the two next week, which we'll be getting into later on. Puka outscored Cooper Kupp, and that's exactly what I love to see. Because you can't just take away his targets. He's been amazing all year. So
Yeah. Can I bring up that Cooper Kupp had his receptions line was 5.5. I really wish I recognized that from the start of the game because that's absurd.
I think he had that on the first drive.
Yeah. Kittle, great week.
Three
Came out of
catches,
nowhere.
3 touchdowns.
Kamara, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Kamara, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I am too. I think he's been a stud recently.
A lot of Anthony's players showing up on this ranking.
What?
A lot of Anthony's players showing up on this ballers.
Because
Yeah.
some of
Bright
them
future ahead for the Sacred Heart finest.
Adam Thielen, wish I still had him on my team. If I had him on my team, he probably would have been in my flex and I would have won the week, but
Stop making excuses.
We talked about Billy's team already. Tua, Tyreek, Moss, Spears, DJ Moore, Justin Fields, George
Yeah.
Pickens.
we don't got to talk about them.
Yeah, we talked about him already. Bunch of studs.
ETN, great week.
Yeah.
DeAndre Swift, I
Yeah.
hate you.
I'm worried about ETN next week going up against him.
Yeah. Sam Laporta.
Dog. Tight end 1, if I'm not mistaken.
AJ Brown. I feel like they only throw him the ball.
For good reason.
Goddard.
Goddard. Brees Lightning. 177 yards. That's
Love him.
wild.
You take away that big 72-yard run, you still finish with over 100 yards on the ground. That's what I like to call a monster right there. That's helping out your quarterback in need. And
Travis Kelce. I see life from Travis. I've heard rumors that they have broken up. I really hope that's true. That's why he's playing good football.
Actually?
Yeah.
Wow, alrighty. That was quick.
Can't
Yeah.
wait for the song.
Why do I feel like we're missing something? David Montgomery. Seems like he's the RB1 on that team. Solidified himself. Sorry, Billy. Gabe Davis, 100 yards.
What did I say? You go back and watch last week's film of our show. Said Gabe Davis, start him. Marco didn't start him.
Who was my starting sits last week?
I don't remember. The only reason why I remembered I said Gabe Davis was because it was on my sheet. I said start Gabe Davis, sit Cortland Sutton. And I was the man last week with starts and sits.
All right. That's okay. All right. Let's get to the
Fantasy predictions.
fantasy predictions.
Here we go. Myself versus Joseph Blaney. I'm taking myself in the revenge game, sending him down to 3-3, moving up to 5-1. My boys have been ready for this for 2 years.
I'm taking the repeat as the winner.
Yeah.
I think it's be a great matchup. Who's the Rams playing?
The Rams play the Cardinals, so big numbers from both guys. Hopefully.
You know what? I'm just gonna take my co-host because I hate seeing Joe Blaney win, but I think it's gonna be a great matchup. I'm just gonna take Mike.
Thank you. Next matchup, Reese's Pieces versus Jason Vitale. I would love to also say the same about you, but I just can't do it.
You know what? I like playing down. There's no expectations for me.
Oh,
Let's go out and shock the world.
I like that. But as Rex Ryan once said, fuck that. Best place to be is when expectations are high.
Where's Rex Ryan now?
Yeah,
He's on the ESPN analyst.
Yeah. He's not coach.
So is everyone else in the world.
True.
Well, let's get Carlos Beltran in the box.
When the Yankees brought him in the box, I couldn't understand a word he said. Had to listen to it on mute. We're running out of time. Let's speed this up. Marco, Eric. Eric's getting back to 3-3. Marco is not going to extend his winning streak. Any thoughts on that?
Oh, I agree. I hate Marco now.
Yeah.
I beat myself though.
Billy versus Mario. Another good game. Billy's coming off a big performance. Not sure what the bye week situation is looking like. I'll say this. If Saquon Barkley plays, I think I'm actually going to take Mario here. If he doesn't, I'm going to go with Billy.
I'm gonna go Billy on this one.
Last. Oh, I hit a button. Wrong button.
Just want to say that the trade has been pushed through, Jason.
I know. I'm gonna work on my lineup after this.
Then Anthony versus Joey. This one's projected to be a blowout. Taking Joey, especially with Jefferson gone.
Give me Antoine Anthony in this matchup.
Oh.
Bold.
Yeah, that seems about close it up for fantasy.
Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir, Eric.
Wow.
All right. Let's start off Thursday night football. We got Broncos Chiefs.
The Broncos on the road.
I think the Chiefs
You're
win.
joking. I'm gonna
But
take the Chiefs to win by at least 20.
Start of the week, Cortland Sutton. I'm kidding.
Out of here.
yeah, I'm gonna take Chiefs here.
Jets, Eagles.
Racy Jets Eagles.
Oh, I'm looking at my favorite. It's on my favorite team. That's my bad.
This is my segment, please. I would like you to not
Oh,
rate teams.
I'm sorry.
We got international. I feel like they're always international. Can we just stay in the States? Whatever. You got Ravens, Titans. Give me the Ravens on this one. It's a Lamar Jackson breakout game.
Ravens.
Then we got Commanders, Falcons. I think the Falcons keep it rolling.
I agree. Falcons moving up to 4-2.
Colts, Jaguars. I think without Anthony Richardson, it's a whole different team. Give me the Jaguars on it. It seems like they got stuff rolling.
Yeah, Jaguars just took down the Bills. They are coming back, but it's still a home game for them. Oh, so I'll take the Jaguars.
It's a home game in London for them. They should just be the London Jaguars.
London Jaguars.
Panthers, Dolphins.
I don't even think we need to
Explanatory.
discuss this one. Dolphins.
Vikings, Bears. Give me the Bears.
Give me the Vikings.
Give me the Bears.
I'm gonna stick with Eric and take the Vikings here. Although the Bears have looked good recently last week.
Billy, what's your input on that matchup?
Which matchup?
Bears, Vikings. Who you got?
I mean, this is the toilet bowl of the week. I'm probably gonna go with the Bears, to be honest.
The Bears.
Just want to shout out the Poopy Tech for Anthony.
Also want to shout out how he doesn't answer the phone. Still hasn't. You know.
My phone was on D&D.
Zero
Yeah.
waiver wire moves this year.
Jay, what's the next matchup?
We got the 49ers and the Browns.
Anthony, look at your text when you get the chance. Thank you.
This one's pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna take the Browns at home.
Niners.
No, I'm just kidding.
Got the 49ers on this one.
Yeah,
Saints,
I'm
Texans.
taking the Niners.
Give me a
CJ Stroud masterclass here.
yeah, but Olave too.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the Texans. I like CJ Stroud a lot.
Give me the Saints.
Patriots, Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
Give me
Patriots,
the
and
Raiders.
Raiders.
Lions, Buccaneers. I like this.
Lions,
I do take the Lions. So actually, I do take. It's the Buccaneers. You know, I take the Buccaneers.
First
We're
round
also
like
coming off a bye week, but I'm still gonna take the Lions. Just look for a big game from Buccaneers receivers.
Cardinals, Rams. Rams, I feel like are kind of back. You
Yeah,
got their-
the Rams are performing right where I thought they would. The Cardinals are performing a little bit. I just still don't think they're as good as the Rams.
Next, we got Eagles, Jets. I'm gonna take Eagles, but Jets cover.
Yeah,
What's the spread?
Give me the
7.
Jets.
yeah, the spread
7?
is
Yeah,
7.
I can see that.
I'm gonna take the same thing. I do think the Jets will keep it close, but I'm gonna take the Eagles here.
Sorry, Nash was on a power play and I'm scared. Giants, Bills.
Why?
Night
It's off
football.
Sunday night
I don't
football.
understand why the Giants keep getting a primetime game. I'll give up anybody for Bills defense. Whoever has them, let me know.
Matt has them. Give me the
Oh.
Bills.
They're gonna
Bro,
kill me.
you guys were complaining about me the first year we ever did fantasy about drafting the whole Cowboys. Matt has the whole Bills team.
Yeah, but the Bills are actually good.
No way, man. Because they're gonna kill me. Whatever. Cowboys, Chargers. I think the Cowboys got to come back. They got to win
Yeah,
this game.
this is a must-win game for the Cowboys. They can't lose to the Chargers here. in my
Give me the
opinion.
Chargers, baby.
Oh,
Fuck you, Rick.
Appreciate it.
damn! I really can't believe Matt has Bills.
We got 3 minutes and 50 seconds. Speed it up. Starts, sits.
Start 6. You go. I can't. I gotta look.
Starts first, right? Starts first.
All right, starts first.
Starts first.
Put Pacheco in that lineup. He's
I
a
like
dog.
it. I do like that. I'm gonna start Jordan. Matt also says the same thing. He just texted me. He's watching it. Jordan Addison against the Bears, taking Jefferson's receiver one spot. Just should be big numbers from him. Matt agrees.
Start Amari Cooper this week, guys.
Ooh, against 49ers, right?
Yep. Playing from behind. Love to see it.
All right.
I think that was my set.
What's your start, Billy? What's your start?
You don't get a sit anymore, Billy.
I mean, bro, it's a 49ers defense. I didn't really have a start. I didn't really look too much, but
I'm
that
good.
was my set.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll give another start for Billy. Matt says the same thing. He's texting me during the show.
Let me go right ahead.
He said anyone on the Bills, I'll make it Gabe Davis. I'll double down on him. Another big game upcoming.
Yo, Matt, can you please take out Buffalo Bills defense? Thank you. My sit of the week is Ramondre Stevenson. He is just not good.
I agree.
I'm gonna sit Zay Flowers this week. Lamar sucks.
Matt said he'll only start the defense and he'll still win.
I really hope you fucking lose this week now.
My start of the week is gonna be. Ooh, who do I want my sit of the week to be?
Bro, they have been on a power play for the past 5 minutes. And then the stream just shut off. Oh my god.
You know what? We'll go sit of the week, Michael Pittman Jr.
Yo, Billy, stop talking shit, you little bitch.
Whoa.
Okay.
Come on, we don't do that here.
Sit of the week, Michael Pittman Jr.
Not nice.
Jacksonville. Matt says to emphasize Olave as the sit of the week. Told me to emphasize it to Jack that he's a must sit. And I think now he's just clowning you.
I think so. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't think he actually means any of this.
Yo, tell him thank you for that championship last year.
He said thank you for the championship. Oh. I don't know. I mean, he's
well,
in.
that
Mike.
seems close as us.
He said thanks for this year.
Mike,
Yeah.
my mom said you sound like a 70s porn star.
Thank you. I got to grow out my mustache.
We got less than a minute left, guys. Let's finish it up.
Great podcast today. See you next Tuesday and see you tomorrow for Wicked Wednesdays, talking about the matchups going the day.
Next Tuesday, you cunt.
Well, come on, man.
We're done. We're
Go on
done.
YouTube.
No.